Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to go ahead and start by blocking out the face in a pale, very bone-like white. And then you're going to start smoking out the eyes. Start with a gray on the upper lids, and then start transitioning to a darker black into the crease. It's going to eventually transition down to a very solid black on the eyelids. As you're transitioning those colors on the lids, you're going to want to bring them down the nose a little bit for a slightly more menacing look. You're then going to want to softly blend some of those colors below the eyes as well. Now in the films, Pennywise doesn't really have eyebrows. He's got more of a cut crease area, so we're just going to keep the brows very arched, very menacingly downward in the front, and just create some little hair strokes in the front and keep it very thin towards the outer portions. To enhance that creepy glare a little bit more, we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of shadow above each of the highest points, leaving a space between that and the brow itself, and then go ahead and sculpt the sides of the face as well as the top of the forehead. Bringing down that gray shadow just a little bit more towards the tip of the nose, we're going to begin working with those reds. We're going to start with a very orange red shadow and just really smoke it out. And then start adding a little bit of that red body paint towards the tip and blend it in. I like to use my finger, it helps. And then just really kind of buff in little circles until you've got a smooth transition into that powder. Now we're going to go ahead and start adding the lines of the face. For creating the lines themselves, I like to just work with the body paint to start with. For the top points, you're going to add them just above the eyebrow itself. Now that body paint has dried a little bit, go ahead and press some red eyeshadow into it to help seal it in and intensify that color. And then we're going to go ahead and line the lips with our traditional black china marker. This is going to help for when you add your lipstick that it's not going to blend into the white or bleed throughout the day on the edges. Then adding a layer of your favorite red lipstick all the way to that edge. I like to work it with a brush to make sure you get a nice defined edge and an even layer. Then you're going to press some of that same red eyeshadow all over to help seal it in and keep it on. I like to then go back in with the black eyeshadow in the corners to go ahead and add that depth as well. You're then going to take a very fine angled brush and start working some of that black shadow very lightly up into the detail lines and go all the way up the center of those. This will help deepen that color, and you're not going to lose any of that red, but it's going to help darken it down to more of a blood red. And don't forget the tip of your nose to help match as well. Now go ahead and darken up that black along that bottom lid, keeping the darkness to the outer portions and then extending it a little bit upward so that it's going to blend into these extreme lashes that we're going to put on here in just a second. And for some final added detail, we're going to go ahead and define that line a little bit more in each of the creases above the brow as well as the creases on the side of the face. This is going to kind of emulate the creases that he has in place of eyebrows and also just give a much creepier look. Once you've blended it and softened it out to your liking, go ahead and add a wig and you are done. Thank you guys so much for watching and really have fun with this look. It's a very simple one, but a very effective and creepy one. So thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. I appreciate you each and every time that you do.
That one where you walk that speed, and then we'll do another one where you walk faster. Cause I go, ow. Okay, you ready?
Is it faster or slower?
The same speed you just did, and then we'll do one slightly.